Here we go. The old campsite. This camper has been here for years. Proceed cautiously. There could be an animal in there. I'm not going in. Heading down here a little bit further, where they have two old car bodies. I imagine kids years ago drove them around here, bebopping around, having a good time. Let me see, we'll head on over here. Hope I don't run across any bear. I'd like to see some deer and some other wildlife to videotape. Yep, here we are. There's one of them. Right here. See if I can get down here without breaking my neck. Oops. Oops. Jeez. A nice transmission in one of them. Grandpa likes to recycle stuff. I can see $1 thing in there plus the transmission. It's got a nice trans on that. There's a swim hole. I gotta find the other car. But there was another vehicle around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Ah, jeez. There we go. Wow. That tree's leaning. You know, in some places back home, if you see a tree broken like that from the ground, a lot of times you go under there and you may find some old bottles. I've did that before. All right, here we go. And I get over here. I'd like to know what those pink markers are for. Are they going to come back here and do some cutting? A lot of times your timber people, they mark off trees with different color ribbons. Then they send their crew in and say, go to it. Alright, here we go. Coming up to the second wreck. Let's see what we got in here. Man, that's been in there a while. And the rear is taken out of it. So we got the rear. Rusty fuel tank. Alright, I'm going to shut it off for now. Check out this large vine system. It's humongous. There's a large one. Creeping up. Man, it really travels up there. I'd like to take that home with me if I could find something to make. I can think of something to make out of it. That would be nice. Well, now we're heading down to the swimming hole again. Of course, we're coming the route of the path up top the ledge here. And what we did, we just came out to what they call the dog leg in the creek, where the creek makes a 45-degree angle, and apparently in the wintertime it kind of flushes this out and makes it deeper. Come down here, we could see the fresh deer tracks that were probably here last night, coming down to water and feed. Okay. Maybe I'll find some worthwhile fossils down here. If we come out to the creek, you can see down there, that's towards the cottage. the cabin. All right, we're on the dog leg. There's the cabin, or towards the cabin. And here we come down on the angle. And there's further on down towards routes, I guess 706. The creek goes under 706 there, which is the main road. All right, let me see about crossing this without tripping. Very slippery. I'm going to come down here and take some movies of the rapids. Going to have some rain this afternoon, so I want to get down here late this morning to do some filming. All right, here we go. We'll take some low. Yes, it's Wednesday afternoon, July 28, 2010. I'm Grandpop Scott at the cabin over in Stevensville, Pennsylvania. I'm on vacation this week. Probably come up again at the end of August. I'm going to go over to the shower house and show you the shower house. This was once a storage shed. And when I first came up here, everybody was taking their showers in the creek. And sometimes in September it gets kind of cold. So what I did is I got a 55-gallon drum and I stuck it up on the roof of this shed. If you ever see any of the photographs of this cabin, you'll see the barrel up on top of the shed during the summertime. We store all the barrel and the other water drums inside this cabin. The shower head used to be right over here, and up here, this is all rotted out now. This used to be where you put the soap and stuff. And the water for the barrel used to come out of this creek or spring that came out of the mountains. I would put a submersible pump right there with a hose running over and up to the barrel. So, like I said, we used that when I first came up. Haven't used it over the past couple years though. And what happened is we have like three other barrels in there that we used to fill up in July when the water was still coming at a pretty good rate out of the hill here. And then when August came, this little waterbed used to dry up, but I had the other 3 barrels stored inside there, so we still had plenty of shower when we came up. The barrel would actually hold 30 minutes of water, so 2 people could take, I guess, a nice 15-minute shower. And of course we had it plugged in with a long extension cord that went all the way to the cabin, so we get heat. What we would do is plug it in like 3 hours before we were going to use the shower, and this way it would heat up enough. Coming back over to the cabin, there's this trusty old outhouse. Outhouse has been there for years, never moved, and it's still serviceable. I'm going to take a walk up to the guest house. It's actually called the Hill Hut, but it's used if you have a lot of people over here. The overflow can sleep up there. Let me see how we get to this. Head through the woods here. See if we could find a good path. There used to be a path running up here. I can't find it now. I guess I'll just journey this way. A couple trees fell over. The trees probably are in the path. It's a nice little hut. It's small, but it has a full-size bed in there that's built up probably about 5 feet off the floor. Okay, here we go. Wow, kind of slippery. Whoops. Yep. Had a tree that fell over. Coming up to the Hill Hut. What's nice is you stay here overnight. You get up early in the morning, wake up early, and you look out, you can see wildlife out here. Deer, wild turkeys, whatever. Okay. Oh, geez, that's the Hill Hut. Needs a little bit of work, as can be seen. The sill's all rotted out. Got to get over here and work it. There's the inside. Got a bed. Had a little stove in here also. There's the coal. Let's see up here. Look inside. And there's the coal stove. There's the bed. Take a walk in back. We have a little stream.